Hey folks, it's Frithgar here. How you doing? Welcome back to the Long Dark. Now, we need to warm up a bit. That's the first thing we really need to do, is we need to warm up. So I'm going to just go to the fire barrel right here, and I'm going to start a fire. We've got cedar, we've got reclaimed wood, and we've got sticks. Got some accelerant going right there. And actually, we could just hold on to those. We'll use that. There's going to be an estimated fire burn time
Turned
of
out pretty
1
well.
hour. It did indeed turn out pretty well. So then I go back to here and I'll add some more fuel. And I can add all of the cedar that I'm carrying around. So it's going to give us 4 hours. Now, I've had people advising me that I should take the odd torch out of here and then put it away, although that torch, it doesn't seem to want to last very long. How do I put it away? H. No. Extinguish. Put away. How heavy is the torch? That's the important part, is how heavy that torch is. Whether or not I want to do this. There's 0.3 of a kilo, that is, and 17% is not very good anyway. So I go back to the fire barrel here and take another torch. Is that another one? Extinguish that, and then put that in my bag. Yeah, we'll put that one away. Right, so, yeah. They're too heavy. Action. Harvest in 2 minutes. Yeah, they're too heavy. At 0.3 kilos carting around. It's not really a viable thing to have a stack of these in order to use for light. And then lighting these and sort of using them, chaining the light off of them. My weight limit is too close. It's kind of too fine, I think. So I don't really want to do that. What I will do is I'll come out here a minute and I'll get my trusty pistol. We're doing very well with this pistol, by the way. We have taken out a number of wolves with this. And I'm quite impressed with it. I just want to make sure that we've got nothing out here that we've got to worry about. So time at the moment is the middle of the day. I've used up all of the cedar firewood that I was carrying around. So oh, hang on, we may as well just look at it like that. I am now on 34 kilos. So I picked up a load of cedar firewood before I came in here, and I was going to use it for the fire. I absolutely don't need to worry about it. So let's just go to here a minute. We've got food, banged up pork and beans. Oh, I'd eaten most of them already, so I just finished eating those up. And then we've also got a bit of beef jerky. Let's have some tomato soup. I'm going to place that down on there. Open them up a minute. Because that should get us the warming boost as well, shouldn't it? How long? 14 minutes until you're ready. We go to you. Pass time until that one's ready. Bring that one down. Right, I don't want the can. So I've got the benefit for warming up. The can right there. I'll put that one onto there. And then the cooking slot right there. Cook. I'll put that one. No. Do I want to do anything with it? Banged up pork and beans. No. Right, so I will leave those two on there. Just like that. And then I'll have a look in the food again. I may as well eat a few of these energy bars. I could eat up a couple of those. Right, well, I think actually that's fine for food. Then I got 1 litre of water left. So what I could actually do with it, I think, is a little bit more water. Because I've only got half a litre of water left. So recycled can right there. Water. That takes half a litre. Cook. Go to you. Water. Half a litre. And cook. Right, so then pass time until you're ready. And pass time until you're ready again. I probably... Another 40 minutes. No, I didn't need to drink that. Right, and then you Take that. I've still got the warming up benefit. I've now got 1.5 liters of water, and the warming up, it's not going to last very much longer, but that's fine. So we've got 2 hours left on that one. Let's go. Let's go. We need to be heading back towards home anyway. I've got a supply cache down there if I want to go for it, which I don't think it's worth the effort of traveling down there to try and find it. So all we need to do is get across this exposed point here, dodging any wolves, and get into the next bit. And then we've just, yeah, warming up's already expired. That didn't take long. Although, I can hear wolves. This is where it's going to get tricky. At the moment, our temperature is staying even, so the cold is not so severe that it's getting through our clothes just yet. Let's go easy. We need to be looking around as we go. Do not just go blundering into things. I need to make it all the way back to the hunter, to the hunter's hut, with this spear, and get the next bit going. There, right over there in the distance, there is a wolf. You can just see it moving, and the wind is blowing from us to him, or her, could be her, carrying our scent with it. So let's just keep moving, shall we? Now this is a point where every noise I hear sounds like the pitter-patter of wolfy paws coming along the snow in order to try and have a little chat with us. Just keep an ear out. This bit where I start to get really nervous now. We're doing okay. We're gonna make it. We're not going to become wolf food. I'm determined that we are not going to become wolf food. And we're still cozy warm. I mean, like, we are actually still cozy warm. And this is a bit that genuinely amazes me. Because we've still not gotten too cold. Like, we're not even beginning to cool down yet. And, no, it's snowing. Wind is howling. No. No! No. Run. Run. What's going on? What are you doing?
Not feeling so cocky now, huh?
What?
And all it took was for me to go full-on Grizzly Adams. I'd better get out of here before he comes back.
What's wrong with you? Don't antagonize him. Do not antagonize him. Okay? He's some sort of mystical, magical bear. We do not... You don't antagonize the mystical bear. Right? New rule. New rule. From this point on, no antagonizing the mystical bear. Because, quite frankly, it's foolish. It's absolutely foolish. Quartering an animal carcass makes it easy to transport, but keep in mind the quartering site may attract predators. There is that. Right. Let's have that one, shall we? No antagonizing the mystical bear. If you see him, play dead. Right? Be a possum. That's what you need to do. Is it a possum that does that? I'm not actually sure. Just pretend to be dead. Hope that that's enough. Hope that he's not after food. He just sees you as a threat, and if you play dead, he'll leave you alone. Either that or run away screaming. One or the other. Well, they're running into the tunnel. You know, technically the bear would have chased us. Blueprint unlocked. Wolf skin coat. Preserve nature's balance in nearby areas by reducing the wolf population. Oh! Because we've already killed a wolf in this area. We've now got that achievement. And so we're now able to take a wolf skin and make ourselves a wolf skin coat. I like it. It's a shame we haven't skinned a wolf. I'm sure there was a wolf carcass somewhere. Well, if we do find a wolf, a wolf carcass that we can skin, maybe we ought to do it. The wind is blowing right in our faces at the moment, which is really slowing us down. It's like genuinely slowing us down by a long way here. Well, we can go a bit faster. Trot along. There we go. Keep trotting. We're doing fine. Nice gentle jog. Right, that's enough jogging. There's a deer over there. Well, little deer. We'll leave the deer. Now have a look. So Max's last stand is up there. Somebody said Max's last stand is actually that we seen a guy with a hatchet beside him up there. And I think I left the hatchet where it was in the snow because the one that we had was better. And I didn't want to be carting two of them around. There's no point in carting two. We'll go back and have a look. Maybe there might be another one or two things that we've left lying around up there that we didn't notice before. What is this? Coal. Why is there bits of coal left lying around in the snow? Now, I know that running like this does tire us out, but it's the middle of the afternoon. I think we're okay for being a bit tired out. I don't think it's going to hurt us. All we've got to really watch out for is a wolf coming up over that hill. That's the bit that I'm most concerned about. We've gone past Max's last stand. So where was the guy? Where's Max? We seen him, didn't we? Over there. Yeah, Max was right. Well, we've made it to the hunter's cabin. Max's last stand would be down over here somewhere. Maybe it's next to that tree. I want to go and have a look at it. I do want to find Max's last stand. Maybe it was this bit here. Is that a body? Yeah, that would be... And there's the hatchet. Right. So yeah, that would be Max right there. Poor Max. Didn't quite make it, did he? I can hear things in the trees. I don't see any wolves. Not at the moment, anyway, but I can still hear things in the trees. Right. We've made it as far as the hunter's hut. We've still got to get across this big open area. And there could be a giant bear stalking us. We insulted him. We talked about Grizzly Adams. Now, my knowledge of Grizzly Adams is a bit limited. I've never really watched much of his stuff. I've seen like the odd clip. But I did see a very interesting comparison between him and Ray Mears. They both go off into the wilderness. Grizzly Adams drinks water squeezed from fresh elephant dung. Ray Mears, he goes off into the wilderness and he cooks himself some salmon lightly flavoured with a bit of dill seasoning and washes it down with some fresh, still spring water. I've got to be honest, I'm thinking that I'd rather go along with Ray Mears because it does sound a lot more appetizing. Now, I know it was kind of an extreme comparison between the two, but I haven't really watched a lot of Grizzly Adams, and I have watched a lot more of Ray Mears. I think in part because Ray Mears is English, the same as me. But I do like Ray Mears, and I like his sort of very matter-of-fact approach to things. So I do tend to favour his videos. Let's go in. What do we got then? We've brought the spear back. Vehicles may hold valuable supplies. Here we go.
Did you find it? The legend might be bunk, but the spear is real.
Maybe the legend is also real. Let's hope so, for your sake.
Yeah, the bear is definitely tracking me. You have any luck with the radio?
I did. Did you see the lights in the night sky? The aurora? Well, when that flared up, the radio came to life. Just lit up. Started spitting out noise, but it was all gibberish. Bits and pieces of things. Music. Talking. I think it needs more range. A more powerful signal. If we could find a way to boost the signal strength when the aurora is active, we might be able to get a message out.
Let me guess. You have an idea.
You're starting to get it, Mackenzie. I was digging through some old geological survey maps.
Those look like military insignia stamped on there.
Focus, Mackenzie! Now, this survey shows a series of radio transponder towers that cross back and forth across Great Bear.
Now, why would those be there?
Good question. But for another time. We can use these.
How?
Each tower has some electronics that'd serve like a signal booster to make sure the message gets to the next relay.
Okay.
Well, you get me 2, maybe 3 of those, and I might just be able to rig us up our own signal booster.
You might, huh? And I guess I need to do this while old Bear decides if I'm going to become the next chapter in his legend?
Don't be silly. Spence's bear would be long gone by now. That was 150 years ago.
Maybe he has, I don't know, genetic memory.
Ridiculous idea. But there's definitely a bear out there, and he's definitely interested in you. You'll just have to take your chances.
Says the guy safely inside the wooden cabin.
Damn it! You think I want to be in here? I need to get a message out, and this might be the only way.
What message? What does this have to do with me contacting my friend?
There's more at stake than you and your friend! Please, Mackenzie. Get me those boosters. I'll fix the radio, and the first call we'll make will be to Perseverance Mills. I promise.
Okay. I'm on it. I'll be back with the transponder parts.
Watch your back, Mackenzie.
What do I have to worry about? I have a legendary 150-year-old demon bear hungry for my blood. Bullets don't stop him, but I'm armed with basically a medieval weapon, which I'm sure will do the trick. I'm stuck in this winter wasteland where lights in the sky make the power flicker and electronics explode, and the only people I seem to meet are all slightly crazy. And this is all after I crashed my plane deep in the wilderness and somehow lost my ex-wife along the way, and I'd really kind of like to find her back.
And don't forget about the wolves.
Let's get on with it.
Well, it would appear that we have a few issues. Retrieve transponder parts from each tower in Forlorn Muskeg. Wait a minute. Forlorn Muskeg? Oh, we're in Mystery Lake, aren't we? Oh, in here. What? Okay, so we're gonna want the supply cache there. And we got one over there. Old Spence family homestead. We didn't go to that. And then we got one all the way up there. Just to make things easy, hey? Just to make things easy. I'm feeling we might be needing that poacher's camp. Right. Well, the time at the moment, it's getting late, so we're definitely going to sleep before we move on. We've got some pork and beans there. We're going to have to plan this very carefully, so... We've got ample bullets, and we've also got plenty of flare shells as well. So we're good for those. The flare pistol itself, actions, unload, I can't repair it. That one, I've got 70% left on the whetstone for sharpening that one, and that one I haven't really used yet. I've used up the entire cleaning kit. The torch right here, let's just have a look at that, because somebody said that the torch is good, but you can... battery's flat. You can literally only use it while an aurora is on. I'm wondering if we ought to just leave the torch behind. You know, that is a kilo of weight that I'm lugging around with that thing. We may be better off just leaving that one here. Let's open this bad boy up here. We'll put the torch in here so that we've got it and it's safe. But I don't think we want to be worrying too much about carting that one around. Flashlight right there. Move you over. So there's a kilo less I'm lugging about. Sewing kits. Let's put 3 of them in there. So I've got almost 2 complete sewing kits. That's more than enough. I've got 1 tin and I got 1 cooking pot. I'll keep those. The rest of this stuff I'll keep. I've got 67%. I know I've got some oil in that one. Okay, that's fine. I've got a bit of leather. A bit of reclaimed wood and a few sticks. Ooh! We have wolf pelts. Right, better make something with that. We'll take that one a minute, because we may be able to make something with that. Let's have a look in here. We've got simple tools as well, and we've got a snare. Then food. Right, well, there's no way I'm getting rid of food. We're probably going to be wanting that as we go along. Nothing in there. I'm using all of that. And then we've got various medical supplies. I don't think I need to be carting this much in the way of antibiotics around. I've never really needed the antibiotics yet. So I'm going to leave 2 lots of pills there. That's another 0.2 of a kilo. These painkillers. We do use the painkillers. So we will keep hold of those. The ones that we've now got. Matches. Cardboard matches can go. Transfer all. And now, look at these. 22 matches is all I'm going to need. Transfer all. Transfer all. And those. And those right there. And then 23 there. 0.19. Seriously, 0.2 of a kilo for 23 matches. You got to be kidding me. That's quite a hefty chunk there, really. It's 0.3, 0.4, 0.5. Over half a kilo of matches with that lot. That's ridiculous. That's actually quite ridiculous. Half a kilo of matches. Okay, we go to that bit. Now, I want to have a look on the workbench a minute. What have I got here? I got more cured leather up there. That might be useful. Now, a wolf's 4 and 4 cured gut. We don't have any of them at the moment, so let's just go back to that one and we'll drop you in there. So there's 3/4 of a kilo. If we happen to be making one later on, then yeah, so be it. We'll do it. I'll keep hold of the piece of cured leather. Right. Next thing I want to do is I'm going to go to my clothing. I just want to check for repairs. For about the first time ever, I don't actually have any cloth on me. Torch up there. There's some more cedar firewood, which, considering I used all of the cedar firewood back at the poacher's station. Nah, let's not worry about it. There's going to be loads of it. I was just wondering if I should try and get some more cloth. I've not actually got any cloth. This is a first for me. No cloth. This is genuinely a first. Let's not worry about it. Let's get the bed down. Campcraft. Bedroll. Let's put you down over here. And there we go. So he's got a bit of a backstory here with the whole military thing going on. And there's something else. He's desperate to get a message out. What this message is and what it's got to do with, a bit of a mystery. There's something going on here that may not be... Oh, there's cured rabbit pelt there. This thing that's going on may not be in our best interests. You never know. Workbench there. Rabbit skin mitts. I need 4 rabbit pelts of that. So that's 2 degrees and 2 degrees. The coat here is 4 and 4. 15. It's minus 15 there. Costs 3 kilos, but 4 degrees and 4 degrees on a coat. And if we look here, this coat is 1.7 and 1.7. That one is 1.6. Actually, the wolfskin coat would be a really good coat to have. These... Oh, actions. I do have some leather. I have 1 piece of leather. When we start exploring again, we're going to need to be on the lookout for some more. So there. So those are 2 degrees each. But if you go to the workbench, in here, rabbit skin mitts, they're 2 degrees each as well. Rabbit skin hat, that's 2 and 1.5. And the wolfskin coat, this seems to be the one, but we need 4 wolf pelts for that. It's not something that we're going to get anytime soon, I don't think. Unless I left some. Did I leave a wolf pelt in the camp office? I don't remember now. I may have done. Lake gunshots. I'm not going to worry about that. Right. Anyway, we need to get some sleep. So let's get 12. Let's go full 12 hours, shall we? Nope. Before we do that, we just want to have a drink. There. Guzzle down a bit of water. Then we get our full 12 hours sleep. Then we got to get going. We got a long journey ahead of us yet, all the way round Forlorn Muskeg. We've got to explore pretty much that entire zone now. It's going to take a bit of doing. It's just one great big open lake. My biggest concern is falling through the water at some point while we're out there. Let's pick you up. Right. There's nothing over here I want, I don't think. So food. I'll go... Oh, I know what I'll do. Go with that one there, and I'll cook. And we'll do the banged up pork and beans. Cook that one. That's 600 calories. We warm that up. That's going to get us a nice bonus. Take out with us. Do I want to take that with me? What I'm thinking is, do I want to take some more on here? Right, cooking slot. Oh. No. Right. Take that one. There, like that. Now, I want to go water. And I want to use... What's that one? That's 89. I'll use this one here at 87%. Select. Load that one up with water and cook. I'll leave that one cooking. So we've got the pork and beans here. And I'll take that and I'll eat that one. And I'll just leave... Well, it should leave... Good. It's left the tin on there. That's good. That's what I wanted. So there's got 15 minutes left there. Recycled can. Pick up. No, what did I want to do now? I want to go to you, bag, and that one. Drop. That one. Drop. I only want one of these. I only want one of these lugging around. Right, next up. Some more food. I've got another tomato soup. Tin of sardines. Let's go with the tin of sardines right here. That gives us a little bit of moisture in the sardines as well. And we go to you. I've got moldy beef jerky. That's going to make me too thirsty if I eat that right now. I could drink. Actually, yeah, I'll drink a bit. Drink that one down. Like that. And then, what is this? Oh, that's navigation. It's not anything we need to worry about here. Moldy beef jerky or tomato soup. Go with the beef jerky. While we've got another supply of water, we'll eat the saltier food. And then that tin of tomato soup, we'll use that later. Stale beef jerky, yeah, we'll go with that one as well. There. Right, now you've got 35 minutes until you're ready. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go there and I'm going to go cook. Go to that one. Select. I'm going to make myself some coffee. Cook. So you are 12 minutes until you're ready. 30 minutes until that's burned. So I may as well drink that. Drink you down. Excellent. Right, that recycled can... No, I'm not going to take that one with me, but this right here now, 42 minutes. It's kind of a bit of a waste of the whole warming up benefit. I've lost most of that one. Take you, and I'll just take that. Right, 2 litres of water. So then I can go to there, and we are carrying currently 32 kilos. I have got 2.5 kilos of water. We've got various bits of food. We're good for that. Plus we do have the bonus for a little while. It's not going to last us a great deal of time, but it'll last us for a little bit. That's his home. We're off. Is there anything that he can tell us before we leave? No. Right, fine. Be like that. I look in here. I've got the spear, or I'm going to take the distress pistol. Right, the distress pistol is definitely, for us, the weapon of choice. Because I can haul this one out. I keep this one here, and I can get the wolves as they come in close. It seems to work well. Now what we need to do is we need to start heading back this way. Please tell me that the wind doesn't... Seriously? Which way is the wind blowing now? Last time... The wind is blowing directly into our face. When we came through here, the wind was blowing in our face. Now we need to go this way. The wind is blowing in... What is wrong with it here? It's like the actual weather. The elements themselves. And we've already lost... Yeah, it's because I drank it too early.
Looks like I survived another night.
Yeah? That's a very profound statement there, Mr. Mackenzie. very profound statement. I was going to say I wouldn't get too overconfident just yet. Some bad juju could still happen to you. It has a habit of happening to him. No, I need to go, pretty much want to just go in a straight line this way, I think. Yeah, not far off. I'll go up this side. Up here. Grab a couple of sticks. There's Max's last stand. We want to go straight over that way, and then we'll follow the cliff. We do need to keep an eye over around this way as well. Make sure there's no wolves. Although what I'm thinking is, if we do happen to get a wolf this close to the hut, we could bag the wolf and then take it back, skin it, take everything back, and leave it over by the old trapper's hut there, and then come back to it later, and that'd be another skin. There's a wolfskin coat. It does actually sound like a really good idea, getting ourselves a wolfskin coat. If it's going to be that much of a sort of a windproof and temperature-proof barrier, 4 degrees on both, I'd say that would be pretty good. That'd be something that we could go for. No, just go easy now. There could be a bear around any corner. Though at the moment, the big bear himself only seems to turn up under scripted events. They haven't just stumbled across him. Curious what that spear is going to do if we would have to take on an actual bear. I've heard it said that you can shoot an actual bear, but it takes like 3 or 4 shots to bring one down. You're not going to do it with a single shot like you can a wolf or a deer. The flare don't do anything to scare it away. Your best bet with a bear is simply be mauled and hope that it doesn't maul you twice in a row. Get out of there while you can. Lick your wounds elsewhere. There's no shame in running. So that does appear to be the way to deal with a bear. Kind of hoping that I don't have to do that, though. I really am. Over that way. Up this way. I have seen wolves up here before. We've definitely gone up against wolves up here. Why am I walking so slowly? Yeah. I'm also losing temperature. My temperature is dropping fairly rapidly at the moment. It must be quite cold. Have we got any idea of what the temperature is? At the moment. It is quite early morning, so we know that the temperature does get quite low in fairly early morning. But we might have to get to the poachers' camp and build another fire there just to warm back up again. Because we're down by half at the moment on our overall body temperature. And that's something that we want to keep an eye on, because if we get cold, we're not going to be able to function. And if we can't function properly, we're not going to be able to fight wolves. The wind has dropped. Just a little bit of shelter right here. The wind dropped. It makes a big difference. If you can sort of use the trees as cover, the wind does actually drop. Just have a look around. Came up here before, and there was a wolf up here somewhere. Nope. No wolf, but there is some cedar over there, which I'm going to pick up and take with me. Because that burns for a long time, and it burns nice and warm as well, and we could be glad of that. I know that we've got a little bit of coal that we're carrying. I'm not picking up more coal. A bit of cedar would probably be useful. Right, now, when we came through here last time, we seen the bear. So hopefully we won't see the bear again. Ammunition scares, use it wisely. Rifle shots can scare wildlife away. Still dropping in temperature. It's quite sheltered here. But my temperature is still, my core temperature is dropping, and dropping quite fast. Now, the bear was up there. And then he decided it'd be a great idea to start taunting it and comparing himself to Bear Grylls, who goes out and drinks water from elephant dung and things like that. And quite frankly, yeah, I'm not sure that was a good idea. Because if he's some sort of demonic bear spirit, you don't want to upset him. You really don't. You don't want to upset him. Right, so I got to get down to there, and then there's a supply cache down there. I know, though, that I can go to that camp and I can warm up. I can get a fire lit. So I think we need to do that first. Then we want to start heading south. So yeah, I was talking about Bear Grylls and Ray Mears. And something that I really like about Ray Mears. I've seen other survival... I do watch, like, different survival programs. And I remember watching one a little while ago. And this guy hadn't eaten for like 3 days, and he was doing it. He would take the camera himself, and he would be away for 2 days, and then he would give the camera in to a camera crew, and it was literally swap the cameras and batteries and stuff like that, and then carry on. And what he was doing, and so there was no food being given over, and he hadn't eaten for about 3 days, so it was getting pretty desperate. He was really, really hungry, slowly starving, and he was at the camp, and he was sobbing his heart out into the camera. Didn't think he could do it, and he was struggling, and he was feeling so down, and he just hated it, and so on, and he didn't know what to do. And, you know, it's a normal thing, because he was starving. His body was, like, slowly running out of food, and he was also dehydrated as well, which is another thing that can affect your moods really badly. I watched Ray Mears doing something similar, and he hadn't eaten for 2 days at that point. Right, and he sat there, late afternoon, at a camp. He'd built a fire, and he'd got himself some shelter, and he looked at the camera, and he said, "I'm feeling really, really depressed and down right now. My emotions have hit the absolute rock bottom." And then he went on to say, "This is because I'm dehydrated.
Can't feel my hands.
And I haven't eaten for a while, and this is a side effect. It is a strong indication that I have not had enough food. My body sugars are getting low. I need to do something about this to improve my mood, because low mood can be quite dangerous in this situation." And he got up and he went off, and he dedicated the next few hours to scavenging up any kind of food that he could. And he did. He scavenged up some food, and he sat down and he ate it, and that was that. And it was this difference of approach, this realizing... Now, many of you know that I've been through depression. I know what it's like to be absolutely rock bottom, and I know what that feels like. And I've got this admiration that I've got for him. When he hit that point, he hit that really low point, instead of just sitting there and doing nothing, he got up and he did something about it, because he was the only person there. No one was able to help him. Now, the other guy did eventually, they pulled the plug on it, on what he was doing. He didn't get up and go after food. He slept instead, and then it got worse, and then he slept some more, and he did try to get a little bit of food, but he didn't get very much. He didn't get enough food. And basically his heart rate went down so low because of slow onset of starvation that the producers of the show pulled the plug. They pulled him out. They said, "No, we can't do this. You've reached... doctors said you've reached a set point. We're pulling you out, and we're stopping it." And so they stopped it early. And it's just the difference in person who's an experienced survivalist and a person who's not, and recognizing your own symptoms and treating them very dispassionately. It was the way that he sat there and said, "I'm feeling, you know, really, really, really low." Like, you get really down. But he quickly identified the root cause of it, and then went after a solution to it. And I really did like that, and I liked the way that he kind of approached that particular situation, and that above most other... I mean, I've seen him do lots of different survival things, but that bit in itself is one of the reasons that I've always enjoyed watching Ray Mears, just the way that he handled that one situation compared to someone else I'd seen only just recently doing it. And I just thought that was quite inspiring, really, because I feel what those two both felt on a fairly regular basis. And so I was just think of Raymir's and think of different ways to try to correct that imbalance and so on. Anyway, that's enough talking about that. We have reached a point here. We're going to build a shelter, and that's why I've just also been wandering around in a circle while I've said very quickly what I want to say. I'm going to build a fire in there in a minute. You can see our body temperature is still getting very low. We haven't quite reached freezing yet. We're about to hit frostbite any minute now. Once we've done that, we've then got to head south, and from where we are here, I think we can go pretty much in a straight line right across there. So we head to that one, plus the supply cache down there as well. So we're going to need to get through these mountains, and I'm hoping that we can go right through. I'll use the gun as the pointer. I'm hoping that we can get through a pass down there, but I don't know. There's no guarantee. It might be better, it might actually be a bit more sensible if we go back along the railway over that way and then go up there. I think just the other side of those mountains, because I think there's a bit there. I think we want to come down and go this way between the two. Well, that's what I'm thinking, but now I'm thinking maybe we just need to go straight there. Maybe straight down that way. No, we're going a straight line straight down there first. That's what we'll do first, and then if we've got to go round, we'll do that in. We'll have to deal with that when we get there. Right, let's get inside. It's getting too cold now. So anyway, if you've enjoyed the episode, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.